go fishing. Just where we'll point that bow, nobody knows. Well, we don't know if it's gonna be feast or famine. So sit your ass back and enjoy the Big John Show. Let it go! Watch that stump over.
Alright guys, so we just kayaked back in here. I don't know if y'all can see it back there. I can't see the screen right now. But we're going to go into here. We're in the same spot we were the other morning. We had a few days of being sick. We're feeling a lot better now. But we're going to get off into here and try to see if we can find the deer. There was a few in here the morning that I came in, but they were only in here before daylight. So we're going to slip in here and hopefully catch them coming to eat some of these acorns and stuff this afternoon. Haven't really seen the persimmons here this year, so I'm not sure it's going to be as good as it was last year, but there's a lot more acorns dropping here than most places that I've noticed. So hopefully that'll have a little bit of an influence. And we're probably honestly about 150 yards away from some really good bedding and where we've seen them bed. So once we kind of start to go in here, we're going to be quiet about everything. We're just going to get in, get quiet, and get set up for you guys. But we're glad to be back out here, glad to be feeling better, and stick around and be a lifer, because we're going to get in here and hopefully shoot something for you guys this afternoon. Alright guys, so we just got set up good. Got everything, the bow's sitting right there right now. I'm going to pick it up here in a second. But pretty much a lot of the food's right here, right where we're at. There's quite a bit still out in front of us. I didn't want to push too deep. But we got a few scrapes back here, which are kind of towards our downwind, but we can kind of shoot anything before it gets to them. Because it kind of necks down right here. They can come to our right, but if they come from our right, wind's perfect. They should be able to loop around and get pretty next to us for a shot. But we kind of just set up behind where this tree fell over, and it's growing a new tree. So we got a bunch of this young growth right in front of us, all this green stuff. But that's what's kind of blocking us right now. So we got that kind of in front of us, around us. The tree's going across. But we got another tree to our side right here. But we're just sitting here kind of in these shadows. And pretty much anything, we plan on it coming from like that way and that way. And our wind right now kind of feels like it's going back that way. It's just kind of a breeze right now. We've had some real windy days, so it keeps gusting up too. But for the most part, it's relaxing and going behind us. I'll get a good wind check in a minute. But we're just going to sit tight and hope something comes through, and we'll show y'all. We're in a pretty good spot. Something usually moves through here. There's kind of some bedding back off that way too. So it kind of comes out to this point and everything. So they like to bed out towards this point. But we're going to sit tight and hope something comes through. Alright guys, we're kind of getting down to the last 45 minutes to an hour, probably more like 45 minutes. but we're gonna sit here, we're gonna sit tight. We haven't seen anything but a fox yet. The wind's kind of been swirly, but it's starting to die down, and I think it's being a little more consistent as it's dying down. So hopefully that'll help, but it kind of started swirling on us again like it did the other day. So that might have had a bit of an effect on this hunt. But we're just going to sit tight for this last little bit and hope something comes through. Alright guys, I know the lighting's not all that good, but morning, we're out here. Hope you lifers are sticking along. But today we're going into a spot we call the highway spot, which we went in there once before, just kind of that first cold front we had. But we got another cool morning, it's 40 something. We're just going to slip in there, we're getting closer. I'm really just going to slip in shallow like I did that one time, maybe try to see some does, and then I'm going to check a camera that's in there. But other than that, we're just going to kind of go out this morning and just kind of see what happens. Not a whole lot of, expectations. Maybe them does will come back and feed on the acorn tree that I saw them feed on. Maybe we'll have some bucks cruising. We're getting closer to the rut. But we're just going to kind of go in and we'll show y'all what happens once it breaks daylight. So stick around and we're going to try to get on some deer. Alright guys, y'all saw we filmed that one doe come through. She had one following behind her, was a little bit smaller. But we also had another little doe that came behind us, never winded us. I guess she was so small she didn't care. But she came on behind us, and the other two came out in front of us. But we're gonna sit tight. We got scrape right down here. The bucks have been working in the daylight. Still a little bit early, but they're daylighting it. And they seem to be hitting this quite a bit during the daylight. But we're gonna hang out for a little bit. Can't hang out too long. I gotta get back to the house. That way, my grandma can go to her appointment, and I can help do. And I got a few things that I need to do there, so I can't stay out too late this morning. But we're gonna sit as long as we can and see what we see. We've already seen a few. Hopefully a few more will come through. Or maybe one of them bucks. But we're just gonna sit here and sit tight. Alright guys, nothing else came through. And we're gonna go ahead and start packing up and get out of here. I guess we'll be back with y'all this afternoon, hopefully. Hopefully I won't be too busy, but I'm gonna try to get back out this afternoon. Glad y'all could stick around. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the little short clip of the deer walking through. But we'll get back with y'all in a little bit. Have a good one, lifers. Alright guys, there's actually a big old scrape right there. You got the ground all disturbed, but that's a scrape right there, and my trail camera's on that tree right there. But we're gonna put this card back in that camera, and we're gonna slip on out of here. Alright guys, there's another scrape right here. Right there, coming off of that branch. We're gonna keep on slipping on out, and there's another one actually up here that I saw this morning coming in. But I'm looking around for rubs too. I'm not seeing any rubs. But there's another scrape right there, coming off of that branch. Right there. There's a pretty fresh track in it right there. And I think there's actually another one just up here that we'll show y'all. But these all kind of lead to that one scrape. Slip on up here, try to get up here pretty quick so this isn't too long for you guys. But there's another one right here. This one's not as fresh, but it's definitely being used and working on those branches. But that's pretty much just a little scrape line that goes right on down to where we're at. I came across a weird hole. Looked like something was digging into there. And I don't think it might have got fully in there. But look at all the damn dirt that it threw, making that hole. I just thought you guys would think that's interesting.